The time has come again. I've been doing very well. I've been putting out, this is my third week. Before we get into that, subscribe while it's on my mind. Go ahead and do that. I want to get that out the way. You know, it really, really helps the channel grow. And that's what it's all about. I want to say this. I am on a quest to be the best. Everybody say it with me. I am on a quest. That's me waiting on you to say it. I am on a quest to be the best. Now, in everything that I do, there's a purpose. And the purpose that I am saying this is because, yes, I've created another player. I do realize that I did say that this was going to be the last one when I made the point guard. I realized that I did say that was going to be the last one, but I was wrong about that. You see what I'm talking about? Until you do me right, I don't even want to talk to you. What I'm saying to you is, I know what I said. So I don't need nobody to tell me that in the comments. You see, what I'm telling you is I am on a quest to be the best. Okay, let's get to the business. So, you know, I've made a center, I've made a power forward, I've made a small forward, I've made a point guard. I haven't made a shooting guard. And I was just thinking yesterday, like, I really want to make a player that just kind of does everything that my other players don't do. What is it that you guys don't do? I want to make a player that everybody may have, but I put a couple of different elements to it from everything that I've made from the other players. I'm going to put in this player that I don't like and some of the things that I do like to try to make a perfect player because I'm on a quest to be the best. So let's get to the business. Brother, first name, last name, Lelo, shooting guard, as I just said, he's going to be right-handed. And what I did was I gave him 6'5" height. And I wanted him to be 230 pounds at least because at 230, I can make down here where you see body shape where it says burly. I want him to be a bigger guy because I'm a bigger guy. I want him to be country built. I don't want him to be all muscular and all that stuff. You know, no disrespect to folk to do that. I work out a lot. Long me and my whole family do. But on the flip side, I want him to resemble a little bit more closer to me. You see, so I'm 6'3", 6'4". I'm still a little off with the 6'5", but at the end of the day, it is the NBA. Plus, he's a shooting guard, so I want him to have a decent height. And I gotta make it to where I can get the attributes that I'm looking for. So I want him to have decent speed. I want him to have decent height. And I want him to be able to be a great shooter. Good enough defense, but definitely more offense because I've noticed in rec, we definitely got to be able to play offense in order to upgrade. And I'm trying to get this player to a 99. Eventually, I'll have all my guys to a 99. So 7'2" wingspan, which was the longest wingspan that I could get. And then, you know, I just started searching through. And like I said, what I really wanted to build this time, based off of the other players that I've had, is, I guess, somewhat of a perfect player. Obviously, 2K is not going to allow you to have a perfect player, but literally the only thing that I don't have is offensive rebound. If you look at everything else, now one thing I am kind of ticked off about is 87 was where I could get contacts off 1 foot, and that's, to me, that's really important. That's when limitless takeoff starts kicking in to me. I haven't really seen where limitless just kicks in unless it's in tier 2, which is my small forwards in tier 2. It kicks in. I had no issues with getting limitless, but every time it's in tier 3, for some reason it just does not kick in for me like that. Now I do notice a change with the badge being on. It seems like he takes off more, but it doesn't upgrade, or it doesn't actually start moving. I feel like the actual upgrade is broken or something like that. So it never moves up. But for whatever the reason, I really think that 89 drive and dunk off 1, where you can get contacts off 1, I think that is a lot of it, but I thought 87 was the number. I should have did my research. I don't think I'm gonna make another player, so I had to go with 87. So I get off 2 contacts, but I don't get off 1 contacts. But I played a game with this guy in rec, and I'm gonna have that video coming up next week or maybe this week, whatever the case. But he was getting busy, you know what I'm saying? At a 90. Now the competition I was playing against wasn't the best in the world. Once I play against some folk that really can play, I'll really be able to see his potential. But to go against people that are not that good, I dropped a lot of points, and I did what I needed to do, and I had a whole lot of assists. So we kept building up his standard dunk. We kept building up his post control. I also wanted him to be able to be a beast like everywhere. I just wanted him to be really good in every spot. And I ended off with 81 close shot, 80 driving layup, 87 driving dunk. I wish that was an 89, but I thought 87 was what I needed. 80 standing dunk, 75 post control. So anything inside that arc, he's going to be a problem. You feel what I'm talking about? 6'5" to me is that sweet spot to where you're not as tall as you want to be, but tall enough to where you can get all of the attributes that you need at playing shooting guard. That's to me. Otherwise, if you start going 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", he's going to be hella slow. And I don't got no time for that, because in order for me to really get out here and take off the way I need to, you got to have acceleration. You got to have speed. I don't think you got to have speed with the ball, but I think speed with the ball is always a good thing. I know some people be like, speed with the ball don't matter. It matters to me. You know what I'm saying? I want all my speed to be there, but I also want him to have a little power. You know, that's why I went with Burley. So anyway, now here's where everybody is going to debate me. Instead of me going so high on the 3-point, every build that I have, I went high on the 3-point. This one I said, you know what? I've noticed that 75 is a sweet spot for the 3-point. Because it keeps me at a space to where I got to be honest when I play. I'm not going to be out there just trying to do like a whole bunch of 3-point shooting, although I have dead eye or blinders. Because I'm going to know like, dang, I got a 75. So I'm only going to shoot the 3 when I'm open. So it commits me to playing right. But in rec, where I'm most of the times at, if I'm not playing my career, you really need to be able to hit fades, movement shots, almost like playing like a shot creator. Well, guess what? That mid-range at 84 is going to allow me to do that, because guess what I got? Mid-range Hall of Fame. You feel what I'm talking about? I'm going to have Green Machine Gold. Like, honestly, blinders gold. Honestly, those 3 badges right there alone, I'm cool with when it comes to shooting side. Listen, Midi Magician Hall of Fame, Green Machine Gold, Catch and Shoot Silver is more than enough, because I'm only going to be shooting 3s when I'm open. Everything else I need to create. You feel what I'm talking about? And Blinders Gold, so that means when everybody's closing on and into me, when I'm inside of that mid-range space, Blinders Gold is going to kick in. It's not going to affect me. All I got to do is release the ball right. So this guy's going to be a problem. Limitless takeoff on the finishing side. I'll have limitless takeoff. I'll be able to core that once I get it gold, prayerfully, because like I said, I just got to find what animation gets it to kick in. But once I can core it gold, then I can also get slithery silver, and I can also get posterizer silver. So, I mean, come on. And then if I just want to put on something, you know, well, I will put bully, but sometimes bully just kind of be weird in the rec, because when you got other people that's chasing you and their whole motive is to try to get the ball, everybody's following the ball. So once I go in there, I may bully little man unless I'm wide open. But if it's a big man in the paint, bully sometimes can be a little bad, because then you bully and you kind of stuck in that animation. And if you don't got bail out, you're done. And if the big man is there, swat. That's exactly what's about to happen. So probably take that to maybe like rise up. Because who's expecting a 6'5" shooting guard if I get in there and get a floater rebound, you know what I'm saying, where it's then bounced off, and, you know, I just need to make a quick bucket. Everybody that went down, I can spin off that man and just, boom, you're going to see a whole lot of that in my career, because I'm going to run this guy. You feel what I'm saying? So the variables in the inside from finishing and shooting is good, man. Now, once I go to playmaking, 70 is good enough, 80 is good enough, because I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of ball handling. That's for the point guard. Speed with the ball, 84. Once I get the upgrade, it'll be an 87. Come on, dog. Interior defense don't need a lot of that, but I got 52 just for it to be there. Perimeter defense, 80 on 80 steals, 72 blocks, so I won't be able to get anchored because I'm 6'5", but I will be able to have a blocking ability. So if I place myself in the right space, I can get the block. And on defense, I got a 70 rebound. So I'll be able to get like rebound chaser and stuff like that. I don't need to be in there. I need to be, when it come off long and my big man pause, can't be able to get the ball, I need to be over there trailing it and going to get it. Rebound chase type shit, you know? Speed, 83, which is going to go to an 86. Acceleration, 84, which is going to go for an 87. So it's really fast for a 2-guard. Once I get my boost and everything, you feel me? Strength, 71, that's going to go to a 74. Vertical 75, that's going to go to a 78. Stamina 96, which is going to go to a 99. So to me, I built like damn near a perfect player. Like literally the only thing he doesn't have is offensive rebound. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the only, and then I guess interior defense, but at 50, it gives you the option, because I think 70 was max anyway. You feel what I'm saying? You see all of the potential badges that I get. You see nothing but Hall of Fame in the spaces that I need them to be. Right? I'll get, from a playmaking perspective, quick first step gold, hyperdrive gold, I won't get unpluckable gold, but I'll get a silver, but I'll get vice grip gold. You feel me? So unpluckable silver is more than enough if I'm just doing like a step back to get to the shot. Like a lot of the stuff I'm gonna do is gonna be space creation stuff. It's not gonna be trying to just do a whole bunch of taking off the dribble. Although once I get to 80, I'll do that a couple of times after I done shot some threes. It's psychology. It's all in the mind. And I'm loving this. You know what I'm saying? Like to be my final player, I'm loving this. His primary takeover, you already know I'm gonna go with extreme clamps, and his last one is easy blow bys because he gonna be able to shoot. So as long as I can blow by somebody, if it's a last minute situation, I've been killing the whole game, I need to be able to blow by. And then if he comes with me, then I just do a pop back. That's when Mini Magician kicks in, shoot the ball right. That's when Blinders kicks in. I should be able to hit that shot. And I'm gonna also probably put on clutch shooter. I know some people be like, that stuff don't matter or whatever the case, but I think it does. And when I complete my build, this is the one time that I haven't, well, twice, that I haven't created like a two-way situation, but I like this build, and I like who they saying that I'm going to be. Brandon Roy, Jalen Green, Anthony Edwards alone. But if you don't know anything about Brandon Roy, you should do your research, because to be honest with you, besides maybe Grant Hill and probably Tracy McGrady, I would put Brandon Roy in that crew. The best that ever was, that never was able to be. Woo! Woo! Did you hear the best that there ever was? I don't remember what I just said, but it was something like, you rewind it back, you'll see what I'm talking about. These are the players that got hurt and was not able to fully reach their potential. And I think Brandon Roy was his knee. Just like Tracy and just like Grant. Knees and ankles are always like the things in the NBA. Obviously, you're doing a whole bunch of running. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of wear and tear on your body. Jalen Green is a new kid on the block. He's been doing his thing with the Rockets. And if you don't know Anthony Edwards, he's the closest thing to Jordan in 2024 in the current NBA. And when you got all three of these together, they call that an inside the arc threat. And I like that build, especially for rec. You know what I'm saying? So inside the arc threat, this is my final build. Mark my word on that. I got everybody. I got a point guard. I got a small forward. I got a power forward. I got a center. And now finishing off with a shooting guard. Y'all already know who it is. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next week. And coming up next week, potentially this week, but probably next week, I got the first video of this guy playing in the rec, and he went crazy. You know what I'm talking about?